What's going on, folks? At David Security here once again with Tunisia Security Update on this beautiful Monday, October 26th. And today I want to talk to you about this article here that is really catching the attention of not only security analysts like myself, but just the world at large, because only a few months ago, Tunisia was the darling of the world in terms of their response to the pandemic and their success, in large part due to the low amount of reported cases they had in proportion to their country and the distance that the location they were, specifically right across the street, if you will, from Italy. But let's get into this article right here, because I want to make this as informative and meaningful for you guys that are listening or watching this video. Now, I wrote an article on this on my website here at David Security. We talked about the fact that over 400,000 jobs are pretty much might be coming to an end here because of the impact that this pandemic has had on Tunisia, specifically on the travel agency. So a lot of the background I used for my article was based on this article, which is titled "Tunisia's Travel Agencies Hit as the Virus Pummels Tourism." So you can definitely check out that article if you want to read the backdrop here. And it points out a couple very interesting points. One of them is that the travel bookers took a massive hit during the first half of the pandemic, and it pummeled the country's tourism industry. Now, in my article, which I'm going to switch to right here, I get into a little bit more about the specifics of this impact, and more importantly, how would it impact Tunisia from a security perspective. Now, let's just look at the highlights here from this article. Once again, if you like this content, if you want to stay up to date with the situation in Tunisia in terms of security situation, perhaps you're considering traveling there, perhaps you have a business there, perhaps you just want to be informed about the security situation in Tunisia, make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel, where I'm going to share the latest security insights on Tunisia. But let's get into it right here. The highlights of this article is that the tourism revenue has declined by 61% in Tunisia. And that's a pretty big number there. Now, the tourism industry itself in the country, which includes more than 1,300 travel agencies and provides 20,000 direct and indirect jobs. Now, I will go ahead, having lived in Tunisia for over 10 years, I would assume that number is probably a lot higher than that. But let's just go with 20,000 direct and indirect jobs. And 28% of the sector's workforce were sacked following the quarantine. Now, my first headline here from this article is that the tourism sector has taken a massive hit. And Tunisians are waking up to the fact that while they may have survived the first wave of the pandemic, their tourism industry is not looking too good. So again, I point out some data here that shows very alarming numbers as far as the situation in Tunisia. And for those of you that want to get the latest news on Tunisia, make sure to check out our Facebook page, Tunisia Security Update, where we post articles almost on a daily basis on just what's going on. And it's not all doom and gloom. We also share a lot of positive news, and we also have a lot of people that love Tunisia and post a lot of uplifting and positive news as well on Tunisia. But yes, there is a big elephant in the room, and that's the Tunisian economy. Tunisian economy was already in trouble even before the pandemic hit. It suffered from a number of challenges, and it wasn't really standing upright. And then this pandemic has just not only smacked it, but basically blasted it off its feet. So Tunisia's tourism sector is definitely in trouble. By the way, if you are operating in Tunisia and you need access to tactical security reports that will keep your organization informed and ready, make sure to check out our link here, and you'll get more information about the service we provide for organizations operating in Tunisia. This is more for businesses that are operating in Tunisia that want to get tactical security reports just to stay ahead of the headlines and make sure that they're doing their due diligence as far as security risk is concerned. But let me end this video with my outlook for Tunisia. So a security insight is that recently there was a protest held outside by the Tunisia Federation of Travel Agencies They held a protest on Tuesday outside the headquarters of the Ministry of Tourism in the capital. So these types of protests, we're definitely going to see from an operational standpoint, we're definitely going to see more of these types of protests as the economy continues to struggle. So for those organizations that are operating in Tunisia, it's very important for you to stay up to date with the situation and not only just reacting to headlines, but also being proactive about your security posture. And for those travelers that are just considering visiting Tunisia and you just want to know how the situation is going, is there actively, just make sure to head on to our Facebook page so you can read what's going on and just hear from different travelers as far as their perspective is concerned. So that is pretty much it for this video. There's my timer that's telling me to be quiet. So that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the Tunisian economy. If you have any questions about how this alarming problem is impacting Tunisia, let me know in the comments section. Feel free to reach out. Dave Security here once again, keeping you informed and ready for the security challenges in Tunisia. Thank you.